Guys, welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time. On the dollar, we do this show every day, 9 a.m. because we gotta know. Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. We gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin and altcoins and everything else. You know, DXY, stock market. Are we going up? Are we going down? Right now, Bitcoin is a little bit, pull back in this channel. Will break down all the way down to the channel and break on the downside, which is more likely than actually breaking towards the upside. We're gonna see that, but we are creating some kind of rounded button down here, so hopium is that this is gonna break towards the upside, but more likely is it that we're gonna retest this bottom trend over here. So we're gonna look at that. As you see, we got a snow on the stream. We also got new waiting video, snowy background, because it's December, it's Christmas, December, January, February, it's cold weather, so we gotta change it a little bit, for you guys that are still here. And there's that. Who's in the chat? Tired likes, dobro jutro, how you doing, Ben? Man, been waiting for notifications. Nice. What's up, that not live? How you doing, man? Crypto Russ, good morning. Edward, too good. Always here. How you doing, man? God says full moon in 2 days, it will dump. It does look kind of sketchy. I'm gonna show you that. So there's that. That's not the plan. What's up? Hey guys, we still here. Yeah, we still here. Can we check oil and gas chart? Gas, is there a gas chart? Yeah, definitely we can check oil and gas chart. Just remind me after we are done with Bitcoin. Good morning all. Good morning, Call Crypto. What's up, man? Guys, hope you're having a nice day. Bitcoin did pull back on the downside a little bit up here. As you see, we had this rising channel that's going over here. We have coming some kind of top up here. We also got some kind of divergence on the top up here, and we pulled back. Now the good thing is that this pullback up here is still creating a higher low over here. So that's kind of that's kind of a little bit optimistic. You see also these three lines down here at the bottom. These are the support lines from here, here, and here, and they are creating a support level down here. So if we do dump over here towards downside below these lines, I'm expecting more than likely to hit some kind of 16.5 or something like that on the downside. So this is looking to go back down on the channel. Now just because we are having this move towards downside, nothing is actually yet broken. We are still in this trading range over here. We are still in the channel, so there is still no problem. The problem arises once we get out of the channel on the downside, and we are looking for another move, maybe all the way down here again to some kind of 15.5 or something like that. But that's only in case we do break the channel on the downside. We still haven't broken the channel. All good, all nice. Mladen is in the chat. How you doing, man? Nate Spurs, yo, what's up? So so far all good. We are still holding. I adjusted my channel a little bit because I saw that these bottoms up here correspond very nicely to these tops up here, and these two bottoms up here correspond very nicely with the midline. So I think this channel up here is a little bit more a little bit more decent than the previous channel I did have on drawn up on the chart. That said, we are still above 50 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. Daily time frame, we are still above 10-20 moving average up here. 2-day time frame, we are still consolidating up here above the 10 moving average. Weekly time frame, we are still below the moving averages, but we still got some kind of room to go towards the upside. So all in all, we are above certain levels. We are still in this rising channel, and it does not look all that bad. Even if you dump all the way down to 16.4, 16.5 down at the bottom of the channel, it does not look that bad yet. So it's all good. Actually, if you think about this over here, this downtrend over here got broken. We did pump. Right now we are consolidating up here. Over here, will we go all the way up to the 50 moving average up here on the daily time frame or not? Some kind of 18k or not? That kind of depends, because if you do that, we are technically doing very nicely, and we might we are out of the channel up here because this channel is supposed to break on the downside. But if we do go on the upside, that's going to be very, very bullish for Bitcoin. The scenario where we do fall back down here again and then climb towards the upside, that will get us back at the 50 moving average and reject us at 50 moving average inside the channel, and then I would say that looks actually quite bad, because if you get rejected by the 50 moving average on the channel over here and then break on downside, we might see, and again, bigger dump towards downside. So are we gonna do this move up here, or are we just gonna continue up here and break the channel towards upside, maybe even break the 50 moving average over here? That kind of depends. Right now, the most likely scenario, because the XY, as you will see, is getting a little bit pullback towards upside is that we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom of the channel, maybe towards upside. I'm still keeping a little bit optimism up. We are still keeping the midline over here, so some kind of pump up here above can definitely happen. It can go up, it can go down. There is no certainties right now. Silvergate ASI may be good to keep an eye on it. It's a bank for all the crypto platforms. We can check that out as well. So still in the channel, had a small dump down here towards downside up, yesterday. That was something like 2-3% down, but it's still in the ranging, it's still ranging inside some kind of trading zone. So not much is happening. That means that the volume is going actually down. Let's look at the volume, because Mladen has been suggesting that volume has something to do that he was suggesting that the volume up here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mladen, but he's suggesting that volume up here when we were at 20k was a lot higher than volume down here at the bottom, and he's saying that there was a lot more bullishness up here than there is over here, so that's why we cannot go up here, because there is less bullishness. But the way I see it is that entire move up here is going towards downside with the volume towards downside. So we are going down in price while the volume is going down. So we are looking at bigger momentum up here. So just because there is little volume up here, I would say that's actually bullish and more bullish and bearish. So the fact that nobody's buying, that there is no buyers down here at the bottom, it's kind of getting my optimism a little bit towards the upside. You can also see right now something is some kind of move is gonna happen very, very soon. The volume is stupidly low, and we are expecting a decent move. The one chart I did not check is the BB chart up here. We'll see up here again that we are at some kind of at some kind of a very, very low volatility down here at the bottom, just like we are over here and over here. So every time we get a very, very low volatility, we get these big moves. Up here, at least we got some kind of extensions from the midline up here. So we are right now consolidating up here. Are we gonna get a bigger move up here? I think it's coming very soon. So we're gonna see that. 2-day chart up here is a little bit extended, but it is coming to this 20 moving average. So again move towards downside up here down to the some kind of lower levels, and then maybe towards upside. We're gonna see that, but we are still getting crushed by this 20 moving average on the 2-day chart. On the weekly time frame, we did had some kind of low down here. And every time we get some kind of low, it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, but every time we get some kind of low, we get where is it up here? We got a big movement, right? And over here, that big move might have started, but it's not propagating towards downside. So maybe just maybe there might be some kind of hopium. But the only reason we are looking at BBVP and this up here is because it shows nicely some kind of consolidation, some kind of consolidation happening, and that some kind of big moves are gonna happen. Let's see, monthly time frame. This is monthly time frame. It came down to 38% on the extensions, and we are still pushing this towards downside over here. This is not actually that interesting. Not this one. Wait, this one over here. Yeah, this was some kind of top up here, and then we got some kind of top up here. So this thing can actually showcase the tops. On this November 2013 top up here. So when you see this next time going towards upside up here, over here to some kind of 70 levels, that means that it's to top for Bitcoin. But right now it does look like this is continuing towards upside, and every time this continues towards upside, it just continue going towards upside. Extensions continue going towards upside. Let me just see if the monthly time frame can showcase over here. Where is the bottom up here? This is the bottom on the extensions. This is the bottom. The bottom down here was actually over here while we're going towards upside, but the first bottom was actually down here. Even and this entire move towards upside up here was actually pulling down, and this one over here was pulling out. So this is the first time where we are actually going towards upside over here. You can see up here towards upside, while the price is actually going towards downside, right? So maybe it's quite bad. Maybe it's quite bad. Add pulper call to the BB indicator. Moon cycles seem pretty broken to me recently. They're not actually working nicely. Moon cycles work best when we are trending towards upside or downside. When we are just trending in a range, it just doesn't work that way. I don't know why. Where are we on the moon cycle, bro? 2 days to the full moon, guys. 2 days to the full moon. Where is the chart? Two days to the full moon. This is the daily chart up here. 7 December. Today, tomorrow, give or take. So, the big question up here. But you can see up here that the new moon up here did, push us towards upside, which should be bullish. And, the full moon should, continue pushing us upwards. So this full moon, stopped the dump. This full moon, this new moon is, failing to push us down. So the new moon is gonna push us towards the upside. So, I hope that moons are gonna start reacting very nicely soon. So there is that. Sorry, but the full moon is tomorrow. Yeah, the full moon is tomorrow, 7 December. Depends on where in the world you are, right? If you are, a little bit to the left, it might be tomorrow, yesterday, tomorrow, and then if you're a little to the right, might be, 2 days, something like that. I don't know. I cannot visualize the earth in my head. Full moon stopped the dump. Yeah, full moon stopped the dump. See here, we dumped down, then we got a full moon, it stopped the dump. And then we, started to trade arranging until this new moon, but the new moon tried to push us down. Nope, failed that. So we are technically, higher right now than we were on the new moon. So that means that the moon is, check the pattern with the last red moon. I don't know which was the last red moon. Can you just tell me which? Don't make me find stuff out, man. Tell me which red moon was it, and we're gonna check it out. So yeah, that might be nice. DXY right now did have a nice, pump up here, like we are assuming. We don't know where it is gonna have, but right now it's having this pump up here to the resistance. I'm still expecting maybe, just maybe, some kind of move all the way up here. You also see that right now the stock market, like we saw over here, they are having these bigger falling wedges. Now up here, there might be, just might be, rising wedge happening up here on the charts. So this rising wedge on the S&P 500, if it breaks down, the target is down here at 30.7, bearish target all the way down to the bottom of the wedge, right? And it can also stop up here at the top up here as well. You can just break down here and continue. So there are technically 3 levels up here, I would say. Up here, down here at the bottom, and sorry, middle and the bottom. So whichever target is up here, gets support. It shows, bullishness to bearishness. The higher it gets support at, the more bullishness there is in the chart. So if this does break down, should break down. Right now we are seeing the XY, coming, bouncing off of some kind of bottom down here, and S&P going this rising wedge. It should break down up here at the resistance, and once it does that, we will see some kind of move towards downside. Hopium is just gonna go a little bit down here and then continue going up here towards upside. But I would say most likely it's going back down to 37 or something like that. That would be something like 5-6% down over the next. It doesn't have to be daily candle or something like that, but it can take a week or two or something like that to get back down to those levels over here. I think the same thing is happening up here on other charts as well. This is the Dow Jones. Let me just remove a couple of lines up here on top. This is the Dow Jones. It looks like it wants to break down over here, give or take up here, something like this. And the bottom line is, something like this. Maybe it's already breaking it towards the downside. Maybe we can just line a little bit up here. This looks like it's already broke on the downside over here. You can see it broke down, retested right now. It looks like it's gonna go lower down here as well. So even Dow Jones looks a lot more bearish than bullish. And Nasdaq up here, I don't know if this is a rising wedge over here. It might be some kind of wedge or something. Maybe this is some kind of fake out up here, maybe something like this. But this is also going into some kind of trading range up here towards the upside. So if S&P and Dow Jones do dump on downside, you gotta assume that this is also gonna dump on the downside. And that corresponds very nicely with this move towards the upside up here. So the pullback on stock market is coming. I think the XY is gonna pull back as well towards the upside. or pull up towards the upside. The big question is how correlated with markets and DXY is Bitcoin, and we will soon find out. So we got one more day until the full moon. We are past the you know, what should be the bottom, maybe at 22/11/22. We know the date, guys. So is it, you know, soon coming, you know, some kind of pump towards the upside or not? It kind of, you know, it kind of depends. You can see up here very nicely, we managed to, you know, have a nice bullish engulfing candle up here above the resistance is up here. Right now we are just, you know, consolidating up here at the top, waiting for these moving averages. This should, by any, you know, technical analysis book, be bullish. This consolidation up here, some kind of bull flag maybe up here. You can see maybe it's a bull flag towards the upside up here. I think it might be actually a bull flag. Let's try to draw some nice lines up here. Nah, I don't see it. Maybe something like this, give or take. Let's go to small time frames. Is there anything like that over here? Maybe it is some kind of, you know, some kind of very weird bull flag, but you know, there is that. You know, this bull flag should go something like this up here to the top, and you know, this one to the top up here, some kind of 17.8 or something like that. And when you look at the daily, it should be around 50 moving average. Yeah, it might be 50 moving average once this guy starts coming a little bit more towards the downside. Is this a bull flag or not? It kind of a little bit depends. It's not, you know, perfect bull flag or anything like that, but you know, there is some kind of hoping that it might actually break towards the upside. Let's go to daily time frame up here. But I do like the consolidation above the moving average, especially, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days consolidation up here, waiting for these moving averages up here. So as long as, you know, it holds the moving averages and we actually break this towards upside, I think that's going to be a very good sign for a lot of traders up here to go long if this actually happens. So what I hope, you know, best case scenario for us right now, that's the resistance up here at 17 points, you know, 16158. I think the best case scenario is getting, you know, some kind of support up here, bouncing, you know, getting a higher high up here towards the upside. I think as soon as, you know, a lot of traders see this breakout, I think they're gonna go long and we can go all the way up to the 50 moving average. But again, on the small time frames up here, what is the lines? Let's go back a little bit. We gotta go a lot back. There we go. But again, on this, you know, on these time frames over here, small time frames, I think, you know, there might be, you know, rejection up here down to the, you know, 16.6 first before we actually, you know, bounce. Maybe. It's a little bit hard to say. It's still trading range, you know. Once you get in these trading zones, you know, consolidation zones, it's really hard to figure out the next move. Like if you look at S&P 500, right, you got this very nice rising wedge up here. You got a very nice rising wedge up here. What is it? You got a very nice rising wedge up here, right? And it's really easy to, you know, say what the next move is gonna be like, right? Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, the probability right now is, you know, sky high that this is gonna break on the downside, right? You are at the top of the, you know, this expanding musical instrument. You are going inside this rising wedge towards the top. The probability is towards that side. It's quite high probability as well. But when you are trading in some kind of, you know, zone, when trading kind of zone, you have some kind of consolidation, whether it's gonna break up or it's gonna break down, what's gonna happen next, nobody knows. Like, it's real hard to say. But when you have these bullish moves or bearish moves and over long periods of time you get these very nice patterns, it's a lot easier to say where the probability is. Unfortunately, Bitcoin right now, because we are consolidating right now, it's hard to say where the next move is gonna be. So we don't have any kind of clear-cut way what the next move is. It's not like we are having some kind of, you know, head and shoulders pattern or some kind of cup and handle, you know, at the breakout or something like that. We just have some, you know, some consolidation happening and trading range and you know, a channel that we are going into. So, you know, saying that it's gonna do this or that, you know, it's a little bit too hard. You know, probabilities we can talk about, but they're not that specific. In a hurry to eat and FTX dumping. How's FTX doing? Long time since I checked FTX. I should assume it's below 1 or something like that. Let's see up here. Where is FTT? I had FTT on my chart. Oh, it's delisted. FTT, it's delisted. 1.4. Yeah, isn't FTT did that, guys? I mean, it's getting to some kind of bottom up here. I know people are trading that this like Luna, so there is that. So, you know, maybe it's gonna pump. Who knows? March 20 dump looks nearly identical, 4-hour chart. March 2022 Bitcoin March 2022 dump looks identical. I won't say that, but you know, we can definitely look at that. This 4-hourly chart, March 2022. Let's go back in time. This is March 2022, identical in the chart. Yeah, it does, in fact, does look a little bit. I won't say it looks identical, but let's see up here. Let's see up here, 4-hourly time frame. No, it doesn't look identical. Like, I wouldn't say it does look identical. Like, this part over here or this part over here, which part does look identical? Like, what part does look identical up here? We're going towards upside up here. Is it, this is February, this is March. If you're saying about this one up here, like this went too fast. If you just look at a 4-hourly time frame, like this dump continued after 15 bars, right? This dump over here after 15 bars, you know, that's the part up here, right? This 15 bars, this is 15 bars, but you can see here that this actually projected a lot longer. Very bottom looks near identical, very bottom. Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Very the bottom actually does look very nice, because you can see up here the bottom does look, it doesn't look identical, but it does look like, and it does, but this happened a lot faster. Like over here, you can see here, you know, from the bottom up here to we start to breaking this trend towards the upside. Over here, I mean, it just happened. This took 37 bars. This is 119 bars. So maybe on some kind of higher scale up here. Let's go to 8 hours up here. Yeah, it does look kind of same. You got this, you know, big overextension down here, big move, and then down into this, you know, rut up here. Consolidation down, up, then you have this, you know, spring up here, you break this, and right now we are into some, you know, consolidation up here at the top. Yeah, it does look very nice. So, you know, maybe there is hopium up there. So, you know, we like over here you can see we had a move down again over here before we, you know, got some kind of higher high, and then, you know, slowly start climbing towards the upside. So there might be as well some kind of move down here, like we just said, and then, you know, maybe we spring towards the upside. But yeah, this looked very nice. It does look identical. It's good, very nice, the whole pattern. Yeah, so it does look very nice. Nice fine gears, nice fine. I did not actually see this, but it does look very very close. You know, that gives us hopium. We like when bullish patterns are replaying on the charts, because, you know, we all already know that patterns do repeat. Fractals do happen. There are bullish patterns, there are bearish patterns. So, you know, when you find something bullish, you know, we like that. Hej. Pappa jobbar, kan du gå lite ner till mamma? Jag kommer snart, okej? Okay, du kan ta in lite. Okay, there is a couple more things we're gonna look at very quickly up here. UK oil, or oil in general. Let's go daily time frame up here. The oil had this falling wedge up here. Right now it's creating this double bottom down here at the bottom side up here. It can go all the way down to the bottom of the wedge, but, you know, we had a rising, you know, falling channel, falling musical instruments. Falling wedge down here. We got out of the falling wedge. We got kept some kind of 100 levels. Right now we're retesting down here these bottoms. Maybe it's gonna create some kind of double bottom up here, but you know, this is right now trading range. The bottom and the top is up here, $100 and $80 down here. This is a trading range. Whichever way this actually breaks down or up, this is more likely that it's gonna continue in that direction. But right now we're coming to some kind of bottom down here. We can zoom in a little bit more up here. Let's remove everything from the chart. See, do we have any kind of, you know, divergence or anything like that on the chart up here? There might be slight divergence here on the 2-day chart. On the weekly time frame up here, there is a big divergence up here on the weekly time frame. So yeah, maybe, just maybe, this is gonna bounce, create some kind of double bottom up here, bounce, and maybe above $100 up here towards the upside. But right now it is sitting on some kind of button. I'm out of Ellen at the moment. Rode at last, really good. What's your thoughts on the 3-day chart, bro? I don't want to look at Ellen, man. When Dodge pumps, maybe we're gonna check out Ellen. Ape is another up. Ape is up another 5% towards the upside, which is very nice. What other coins are up right now? Dogecoin is not up that much, you know, it's consolidating up here. There was somebody asked me to check something in the start of the TLI. Check symbol of Silvergate. Silvergate. So this, what's this, man? Silvergate, maybe good to keep an eye on it. It's a bank for all crypto platforms. What do you mean bank for all? What does Silvergate do? There is no divergence up here on the weekly. On the monthly time frame, there is no divergence. There is no divergence. It just keeps on bleeding down. Sitting at some kind of 40 levels. The momentum is still towards downside. It's not like it's going down here while it's going up here. It's actually, momentum is still increasing towards the downside over here. Weekly down here, still below zero line. The momentum is going a little bit higher up here, you know, so maybe there is some kind of pattern up here consolidating. Let's see up here very quickly. Can we draw this very nice? Is this some kind of, yeah, it might be some kind of falling wedge, might be some kind of bottom down here, but if it does fall down here, it might, you know, I think probability right now it's for some kind of move towards the upside up here, but it's been going down to some kind of falling wedge, I think, on the downside. Cannot say too much, but you know, these are big time frames, so there is that. There was also something else somebody wanted me to look at. Yeah, gas chart. What is gas chart? What about Chili's? Yeah, how's Chili's looking? Didn't we assume that Chile was done because of, you know? Yeah, Chile kind of looks, you know, it doesn't have any kind of divergence up here, on bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. It looks like it wants to go back below zero line, which would be terrible. Up here it got above the, you know, zero line up here, but right now it's getting this bearish cross, increasing momentum. So if this does, you know, both of these lines goes back below zero line, I would say that Chile should, you know, continue on the downside over here. Monthly time frame. How does monthly time frame look for Chili's? No, there is no divergence or anything like that. Like it's still just consolidating up here, but you know, it can go a little bit more down, maybe. But it's already down a lot. It's already down a lot. It doesn't mean to. So where is the support level up here? There was one up here that we actually broke. Yeah, we broke that. So I think it's gonna go a little bit more on the downside. I think so. I could be wrong, of course. Like, I often am, but this is a monthly time frame up here. Broke below the support, broke below 10 moving average right now down here. So you know, if it doesn't break down, if it's, you know, managed to keep up here, maybe just gonna, you know, bounce. But you know, the likelihood right now, I think it's, you know, probability is towards downside, not upside. I think so. That's where they put their money. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I gotta go. I gotta do stuff, you know, life. There is that. I hope you're having a nice day, guys. It's snowy. You know, go out, you know, make some, you know, snowman, snowballs, throw out snowman. Enjoy the day. And I'm gonna see you around. I'm gonna see you around. I do hope that, you know, like Gears said, this is for all the Corona bottom in the making over here. but we still need to see some kind of, you know, some kind of moves above the channel up here towards the upside to, you know, get a lot more bullish, but maybe just gonna be a very slow, steady, you know, move up here. Like if this takes another, you know, month to get to 18k, you know, that's, you know, that might be the best case scenario, right? Maybe. Have a nice day, guys. I'm gonna see you around. There's that. Bye bye. Lol, not even close to Corona bottom. No, but we just check it out. We just, you know, we like patterns. The pattern looks the same. The start of the pattern looks the same. Don't break the hopium, and let us have the hopium. I'll see you around. Bye bye.